Hello and welcome, Pauleh here, and today I bring you a look at Fictorum, a game developed by Scraping Bottom Games, a game about wizardry, magic, destruction. So, to explain this game better, I'm going to jump into it, but to sum it up, it's basically a roguelike destruction based game. I'll show you when we get in there. It's got all sorts of magic shaping and whatnot, so let's start from scratch. Now, you are the last known Fictorum, a wizard with godlike potential, so let's just go ahead and give us a name. Go with Pauleh. You have the option for hardcore mode. Death is permanent but allows for more starting titles to be unlocked. Currently difficulty we're just going to leave on medium, but there is Reese mode, easy, medium, hard and nightmare, as well as hardcore mode. Then we have the starting title, basically your starting abilities. You have Firebrand, Frostbound and Tempest. And it will tell you here, the Fictorian favoured a pyromancer style, welding knowledge of powerful fireball tomb coupled with multi-shot and high explosive. This one is using an ice spell. He could empower pierce through multiple enemies and structures. Tempest, fond of using lightning, which could jump to nearby enemies. And then you can see here there's going to be more titles that you can unlock. So if you manage to defeat certain modes, certain difficulties, you can unlock more. We'll go with Firebrand to start. We can show my inventory here. So basically you will have 4 slots for spell tombs. They can be passive, they can be active, and these skills can be improved with these runes. So you can see here multi-shots, costs additional mana, but it also makes multiple projectiles. And we can customize the character a little bit. You can change his look, you can change his corruption color, as you can see on his fingers and his face. I'm just going to go with a red because I do quite like the red. Facial hair, let's give him a beard. And his beard, let's make it black. And I've already changed his robe color to be black just because it's a preference. And let's start. The story of Pauleh, the Firebrand. Stretching the limits of his power, Pauleh, the last known Fictorum, survived his own execution, but his body was warped with corruption. His mind flickered with the horrors he saw above and within the depths of the miasma. Never pronounced that word. The Inquisition must have detected the burst of magical energy he caused. It would not be long until its endless armies were upon him. The way to the Grand Inquisitor was marked by red nexuses on his map. He was responsible for what happened to Pauleh and his order, and since he did not listen, he would burn for what he had done. Continue the story. So this map, this world, is randomly generated every time. So every time you start a new one, it will be different. Now the goal is to get to here. Now it says chapter 1, so perhaps once you get to this area, it will get you onto the next chapter, and there'll be several chapters until you can find who you're looking for. So, just figured I'd bring that up. Now I want to point out that I could rest here, and it will regain my health and such, but the Inquisition catch up to you, which will be indicated by this glowing light that starts crawling across, trying to catch up to you. Anyway, let's go ahead and... how far can we go? Can we go here? Can we go to this one? Yes, we can. Mabel Valley. So every time you go to a new location, it'll give you a bit of story, which I really do like, because even though it's a roguelike, everywhere you go, have these options, and it also gives you multiple choices to pick from in terms of how you want to proceed. The Mabel Valley used to be a glorious place. It was a common destination for artists who hoped to capture its shimmering beauty and depth. All of this changed after the cataclysm, however its enigmatic reaches now obscured by a choking layer of miasma, and all all habitable had been claimed by two rivaling bands of hostile forces. Fictorum chose the northern path, deciding that the local group of Debilor wizards could use a dosage of humility. The Fictorum turned towards the south, opening to face a large concentration of bandits that called themselves the Shattered Shield Clan. So you basically get to pick where you want to go. We're going to go after the bandits, and then you will be lowered into the world here. Now, quickly show off a couple of my spells. This is my blink. And here we have our fireball. Now, it's worth noting that if you run out of mana in the bottom left, it will start eating away at your health. So you want to be careful with what you cast. Anyway, oh my god. They found me already. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of them. Give me a chance, lads. My health's already chipping down, and you don't regenerate health. You have to find potions, or you have to, like, get healing from certain vendors. Which is easier said than done. Let me cause high explosion here. And what we want to do is get multi-shots and hit many of them. We're going to have to kind of backpedal here. Okay, let's go ahead and get high explosive. A couple of wizards we're fighting against. His shield's gone. I think that shield that pops around him just shows you if your spell's gonna hit. But there we go, we burnt them all to a crisp. We can continue on. I'm not quite sure where they came from, but they certainly jumped me. Now I've done different starting locations, one which was just all snow, so it does change. I almost bet you there'd be loot up there.
I can't use that right now. I can't use that right now.
But you know what? Let's not waste time. Let's just move on. And this guy. Did we kill all of them? Whether or not we killed him in that particular instance, it didn't matter. All we had to do was get to the points. So here we go. After the encounter, the Fictorum quickly examined his findings from the area and recollected himself before heading off to his next destination. So we just found a couple of items, and we also got some essence. Now essence can be used for enchanting. Then we'll continue the story, but I want to quickly open up my inventory and have a look at what we've got. Leather gloves. There we go, we've got a nice upgrade here. More mana, physical resistance, and cooldown. And we also have a new top mana regeneration. So we can upgrade these. Now you see at the bottom I've got some essence. This can be used to upgrade. How do I get rid of the old stuff? Oh, armored robes. So, left mouse button to disenchant. So that turns it into essence. Good to know. So let's go ahead and upgrade the gloves. We do that by enchanting. Click that on there, and all we need to do is just click enchant, and it will increase the stats on here, but it will take more essence every time we do it. Did the enchantment level just fail there? I'm not sure. Anyway, after that first skirmish, we're actually pretty beat up. We're going to move on to the next area though. Now we can pick where we want to go, so let's go all the way over here. The Fictorum gazed upon the ground mountain of Visor, the light of the Nexus barely visible at the top. So as you can see, there's a new story every place you go. Now, I could spend free essence. He decided that a night with a hot meal and the rest was worth the risk. Unfortunately, I do not have any essence left, so I am forced to continue on. There'll be harder days than this one, he said to himself as he set his jaw, rubbed his aching shoulders and headed towards the Nexus. So, we don't get to rest there, we get to move on, but you can see this light slowly coming in. Yep, pushed in again. So again, more story. I'm not going to read this out, but Pauleh had no choice but to deal with the incoming Inquisition. Honestly, they're probably going to kill me because I took way too much damage that first fight. So normally if there's houses you can destroy them and such. Unfortunately there haven't been any here, but I will make sure to show you that at the end. Takes a couple of hits to kill these guys. And honestly, they're gonna kill me. Let's get a high explosive spell there. Let it regenerate a little bit. Keep the distance. Oh crikey, there's more of them. I think if I do a direct hit, they do go down. One more hit, I am a dead man. Am I safe here? Okay, they can't get me up here, so we can kind of cheese it in that regard. But I'm almost dead. Gotta get my mana back up. Whoa. Being found out. Ah, they got me. Okay, so this is where the story of the Firebrand ends. What caused his demise has been lost to the ages. What's this? The Fictorum died on so-and-so date. So basically this is a story. And you can go back and read your story. You can copy it to the clipboard. You can have a look at your character stats. 18 enemies killed, 74 health lost, 57 spells cast, titles received, afraid, honorable, So I could rewrite history and go back and start again as a sort of save point, but we will go back to the main menu for now. And I will load up the tutorial, because where this game really lies is how much fun it is in destroying stuff. So we are here. We have houses. Let me show you. First of all, normally you can go inside. Well, I'll show you in the next house, but we can destroy these. And when you destroy a house, you get essence. Falling objects can hurt you if they hit you, so you don't want to be inside one when you blow it up. You don't want to be too close to it either. So that is a lot of fun. And you can pretty well destroy everything. More creatures coming at us. They're still getting up. There we go. So, you can go in houses to get items. I love that, just throwing the door away. And you can see here the items are indicated with the red. Now, this is how you can find health potions and stuff. And items, but it is also, if you destroy a building that has items inside it, I don't know if the loot's destroyed as well, but you get essence. And the way it really counts of you destroying a building is when you destroy its rooftop, I found, but...
I don't have enough mana. I need mana.
So yeah, the destruction in this game is pretty sweet. Let me move on. We go up to this part of the tutorial, we can get access to various goodies. New spells and such. You can also get passives, and the passives will always just be active. Of course, this is the enchanting. So, you know, if I wanted to, I could just upgrade this stuff. I've got a lot of essence, but it caps out, you see. Certain things do. Imbue and spend 10 essence to enchant an item with a passive or active ability. Let's imbue it.
I can't use that right now.
Is that not the right place for it? Nope. I wonder. I can... So I've imbued it, and it's got the haste passive ability now set to my shoes. So that gives me a spare slot open. That is very cool. Does it work with anything though? That is the question. The answer is no. They only go in certain slots. Let's stop enchanting. Now we've got new abilities, and now I've always got my passive movement speed imbued into my boots. So normally these nexuses are protected. You've got to destroy the towers. Black saw. And the gravity well just like pulls everything to it. Now, that's a bit too far away to reach. But I do have the high velocity part, so I can just make it reach like that. Bosh. Ah, destructible physics. How I adore you. So yeah, that's basically the destruction aspects of the game. Certainly a lot of fun, and I haven't really had a proper chance to get through Fictorum, through the story, well, through the game itself to see like what other spells I get, but I have seen lightning and ice spells, and it's all very cool. So yeah, this game is now on Steam, check it out. If you would like to see more, leave a comment in the description of this video and I'll see what I can do. But for now, thank you for watching. Goodbye.